Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where myself and the rest of the panelists that will be joining shortly answer all your sporting questions. So get your questions in, people. It can be any sport. It can be football, basketball, boxing, UFC, F1, NFL, whatever you want to ask about. Please get your questions in. And if you are a member of the channel, your questions, your comments take priority, like a super chat. And of course, if you super chat, I'll get straight to your comments or question. Again, apologies on this show not going down earlier. I've seen some of the comments as well. Big up to Lewis for the initial raid, but I was on my way back, had to sort some stuff out. That's why you didn't get the show earlier. So I decided to bring it to you lot straight after the Man United podcast. Eddie will be on here shortly. Big up to everyone who joined over from the raid as well. Like I said, get your questions in, people. Mason Mount transfer saga is now over at the is it SZOBOSZLAI? I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his name right, but DOMINIK SZOBOSZLAI to Liverpool close. I'm not sure on exact details of what's gone on, but big up to Victor in the cut, big up Jez in the cut as well. What you man telling me he's good?
Happy Minerals Day, man.
Hey, happy Lucas Moore leaving my football club day.
Yo, this guy.
I told you how I feel about this guy. I know how I called him in the group chat, and I'm not taking it back. The youth doesn't need to know how I called him.
It's all crazy. It's all nuts. Let's see. Big up to Chicago says, welcome to the best channel for all your sports content. Hey, large up every single time. Zane, I don't watch WWE like that, but I think Lewis may do something. And he might be doing something for Money in the Bank. If he is, I will probably be on that because them streams are always good. Look at this prick here. Look, using the comments before he even said anything. But yeah, it is what it is. To Money, who called me Flawless Mugabe, LOL. I'm not Flawless Mugabe. I just don't get disrespected in my own place of work. That's what it is. People get it mistaken. That's what it is. People think it's acceptable to be disrespectful. And it's like, that's not how this runs. You know what I'm saying?
Did I miss something?
Other content creators may accept that, but I don't. Say again?
Sorry, did I miss something? What happened?
Yeah, a couple people were chatting shit in the last comment section, in the live stream and that.
Oh, okay,
just being disrespectful in it. Like, there's two things. One, I don't tolerate is just like we can talk football all day long. Don't disrespect me personally. I don't disrespect anybody else personally. And then another one is people who are just there just to disagree. That annoys me as well. So if you just disagree with everything I say, why are you here? Makes no sense whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Don't just close off. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the X button. I'm saying, fuck all that. I do run the shit, you know what I'm saying? I have to just let people know from time to time. So there is, yes, Eddie. What are you saying, family? You good?
Dog, I just seen it across my ticket. Canelo versus Jamel Charlo, September 30th. So I'm a bit
it's been announced. Okay, what's the date? Yeah. September what?
September 30th.
Okay, yeah. The what's it called? I forgot the name of what they call it. The shows they do beforehand. That's gonna be fire because Charlo talks and shit. But that shit gonna be fire.
Yeah. But how I'm feeling. You remember there's that meme of the dude and the Chelsea kid, and he's walking on the street, and then they're like, "Yeah, which team do you support?" He's like, "What team lose?" Like Chelsea, and they're like, "Fuck Chelsea." Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Chelsea right shit.
Chelsea shit. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, the video's funny. Hey, just saying we can be shit, yeah, but we don't have Mason Mount on midfield for 20
Again, Vic, Vic, I affectionately say this. Fuck you. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I have for you.
And just to clarify,
this guy's so fucking happy he can care less.
How it works is Ibrahim says, but people tell you to shut up on your own show. How is that not disrespectful? Because we are family here. So that's what it is. Like, that's why when you hear anyone who's currently on the panel or any regular panelist tell me to shut up, we can do that because we family is jokes. It's like you, Ibrahim, there'll be certain things you say to your siblings that you would not allow other people to say to your siblings, or certain people say to you, for those that don't know. So when you hear us going back and forth, it may get heated, or we clowning each other, or we dissing each other. That's cool. But I ain't gonna let randoms do that. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, people, these men say whatever to me all the time. Regular watchers know. Because we all cool here. We all family. Like, we brethrens outside of this. But, like, randoms in the chat who man doesn't know talk like, nah. That's like someone randomly walking up to you in the street and saying some personal shit. You ain't going to let that slide. So, yeah, Black Diamond, I'm going to send you the link. So, yeah.
Done, data. Real one.
But you lot get your questions in as well. Like I said, large up all the members. Hope the members did enjoy the content that's members only. So all the Sarcasm City podcast.
The
content.
Barber story.
Oh my god.
Yo, that's real. You get what I'm saying? And that's struggle.
Hey,
is real.
that's the last day, you know, on the last day before the carnival.
Yo, serious man, trying to fuck up my shit, and I haven't seen man since. Obviously, I got a new
I
barber.
I have a question though. I want to ask you when you come back. What's it called?
Sure.
Obviously, I hope you've been good in that. But nah. The one question was like, when you going to the carnival before the haircut?
Did I go without the haircut? I can't remember.
That's a tough ass. That's a tough ass.
I can't remember from. I may have or may not have, but I would have been wearing a hat. I can't remember if I did actually get a trim. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the year and then I will know still.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the barber story. I hope everyone, if you want to go check that out, because there's more than just the barber story. That started it. And then it's just current affairs that me and Tux ran. So I'm definitely going to try and bring that back for you lot as well in regards to new videos for the membership. But there's so much more. There's like the Cupcake Gate. I found out which one episode that is on. So for those that don't know, it was me. When I actually met Lewis for the first time, but me, Saeed, was at a party in Manchester. Lewis was there. And then the birthday girl, someone ate the cupcake with her name on it, and she was pissed. She was pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was big, man. Like, kicked some other girl out the party and all them things there. It was nuts. So, yeah. The whole story, and me and Saeed, like, broke down the whole story. It's crazy. You know
That's some funny ass shit.
Yeah, fam. She was big, man. Someone ate. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? It wasn't like there was just one cupcake on the table. You know what I'm saying? There was more than one cupcake. And someone decided to eat the one with her name on it, which I think is a bit low. I do think it's a bit low, but here we are.
Yeah, man, it's some Jez behavior.
Now, even Jez wouldn't do that. That's just straight up like just rudeness.
I'm saying, bro, like, fam, you are the one saying these allegations, the accusations, but you are the one. I mean, you are the one. You will fly over to Italy to get some. You know what I mean?
All right, okay. We just go keep.
Hey, what does that?
You put his whole thing out there on First Street. Pause.
I need to time out, man. Time out.
Hey, luckily, I wasn't involved in that one.
Yeah. These man already, you know, we 5-10 minutes into the show, and these man are already on one. Get your questions in, though, people. Like I said, members, your questions take probably like a super chat. I'm sure for those that miss Man United, you got questions for me about Mason Mount. Obviously. There's what is it? Is it? Yeah, there we go. Jezel and will help with this. Is it SZOBOSZLAI? How do you actually say it? You
said it actually right. Is it
SZOBOSZLAI? So I'm sure
it's either SZOBOSZLAI or SZOBOSZLAI. It's either
SZOBOSZLAI. Yeah.
Who's this comp?
One of the two.
Who's this comp?
Yeah, who's he like?
Who's this comp? Who's he like?
I said to Camp earlier. He is a much more technical, calmer, and better decision maker version of Bruno.
Oh, so he's an attacking midfielder. Is he an 8?
Yeah, he's like he plays like midfield, like center mid, 10 and right wing. So they have kind of like they have a lot of similarities, but I think he's just more of a more controlled and technical version, and also probably a more athletic version as well.
Okay. All right, fair. Do you think it'll be a good signing for Liverpool?
Ryan was asked me the same question, and I told him that I think Thuram would have been a better signing for them, in my opinion. But I think it could work out in certain instances. My question with Liverpool is, how do you deal with because all these Liverpool fans say, because when Trent is gonna invert, Konate is going to be there, but Konate gets injured all the time. So what if Konate is not going to be there? I'm kind of questioning the SZOBOSZLAI, Salah, and Trent side in transitions. Like for me, this would be one of the biggest flags I would ask for when I would be looking as a Liverpool fan if I was one. So, but overall, I think it can really be a good signing. I think the only issue with him is also in the Bundesliga, he wasn't really putting up the numbers, but in the same time, he wasn't asked to do that. That was more of Nkunku's and the forwards' job. So it's going to be interesting to see how he fits in.
Is Haaland the only recent Bundesliga signing we can confirm that's been like a win, you'd say?
100%.
Definitely. Haaland is the obvious. Haaland is the obvious one.
I'd say Son for Spurs has been a success.
Yeah, Gundogan as well. There's Gundogan. There's
Eddie, how recent are you going with?
No, I'm saying recent. Because we know who the made men are. So when you
Yeah,
say
of course.
a
That's what I'm
son,
saying. Like, that's the thing
what
was,
you did what I'm saying. We know.
yeah, I
who
know what you're
the-
saying. Like, for me, I would need to go more in detail and actually see which team actually signed players from the, because I don't really pay attention too much with Bundesliga signs that maybe signed for like mid-table or lower table teams, but did well in some certain levels for their regards. In the like obviously the big Bundesliga guys who came to the Premier League with big reputation. These are the guys who obviously fell off, but
Right.
I would always say the guys who don't really have like a crazy reputation, like I think Gundogan, people rated him at Dortmund, but they weren't really saying the stuff like Kai Havertz, for example, came over, or Werner even. So like guys who didn't come in with crazy expectations ended up doing well when I really realized that.
Like, which league would you say translates the best? Because I struggle with it.
Portugal and France, in my opinion, and then also the South American leagues.
Yeah, there you go.
For me, it's all about the physicality. Can you come in and deal with the way the Premier League is compared to other leagues? Like, I feel like Portugal, France, and South American leagues, even you could be playing at 18. These guys will try to 2-foot you at times. Like, they don't really care. Where I feel like, I mean, I said last time on the stream saying like you were playing versus Sissoko's, Koulibaly's, who else? The SARS in France, bro. It's not easy, bro. So it's like
easy.
I feel like these guys translate better to the league. That's why you don't really see guys from the Spanish league, Italian league, or even Bundesliga come just immediately and just do an effect. But
Dominate.
It's all about really adaptation and how the manager sees them in certain systems.
Yeah.
Black Diamond in the court. What are you saying, Black Diamond? You good?
My G.
Yeah, I'm chill, my brother. You came back with a significant glow. You know,
I'm always
we
going,
thought you
man.
had just look special, boy.
I'm always good. I just got my hair did. That's all that is. A new
Yeah,
hair.
you're real busting up your gun, but respect still. Relative to this Sobozo fella, I was on a couple Sobozo. I said Sobozo. Right, my brother.
Fair enough.
Right. So relative to this Sobozo boy, right? I was on a couple streams and I was on a couple Liverpool streams. And these fellas are super gassed. To such an extent, they were saying that if they got Kone or Thuram, they just might be FSG in a game, you know? But he could turn out to be, he's very technically gifted. He can play anywhere around the front four. Dead ball specialist also. And we need to look at what happened to those German exports, or imports, I should say. He could turn out to be brilliant. He could turn out to be another Sancho. So for the window, Liverpool has now spent £105 million. You know, they claim to say they don't spend and they don't do this, they don't do that. So that's it for Sobozo for now. Relative to the Mount signing, just now I have the kids over. Hold on.
You're good, then, Dada.
So good, do your thing. Yes, Ahmed. What are you saying, fam?
I'm doing good, bro. You know what I mean? Nice to see everyone
we should
here.
have fucking ended the stream already.
Nah,
God.
Unfortunately,
I'm gonna be a man of few words. My words will be released tomorrow at 7 p.m. Stay tuned.
Okay, so listen to my words.
One sec, Black Diamond. Before you go, yes, I will be making. I have the honor of making my debut on the Bridge 258 tomorrow, 7 p.m. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, 7 p.m. on Ahmed's channel. So make sure everyone, you lot should have been subscribed over there anyway. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you head over there as well. One of the mods, please put Ahmed's channel in the comment section. Yeah, go on, Black Diamond, before we let in these two smiling dickheads. You know what I'm saying?
Flawless, I don't know if he was able to be online yesterday. So
nah, I wasn't.
So Johnny went off.
Holiday, my brother. Hope you're all good, man.
Right,
I had a great time. I had a great break.
What time?
Hey, Lewis.
You see this? Mount Pack, bruv.
Lewis. Happy Minerals Day, man. Happy Minerals Day.
Come on, man. Mountain to
Wait, Flawless, I thought you left to do the mount deal. So it seems like when you left, the deal got done.
Bro, it's tough to tell
Yo.
I didn't say
Yo, so wait. Listen, Lewis came in and big up to Lewis. But nobody comes in when I am speaking. And this rap man, he call it time, right? So I was telling Flawless, yesterday Johnny Minerals went off. And I jumped in his chat. And this man and certain people in this chat actually was inciting physical harm against Lewis. And I ain't having that.
Wait, before you have, who was?
Wait, who?
Yes. Sorry.
Johnny Minerals.
Johnny Minerals.
Oh, we ain't on shit anyway.
No, but he's what?
No, listen, Lewis, listen to me.
Yeah, go on, Blood.
Right. So, I would have jumped in the chat because, and one good thing Ahmed did, Lewis stream, Johnny stream, Ahmed came online and he actually created a safe space for logical people to have a discussion, and it was really good. I was on duty, and I would have called in, and what I try to explain is this. Yeah, they are keyboard warriors, but it only takes one fragile fool to actually listen to these instigators. Because Lewis attend games that somebody might take it upon themselves to try to hurt him. And that was my concern. So I even said I was going to try to reach on to Fator because things are greater than football, right? And I think our family here and our community that we have created, our safety comes first. And because of the job I do, I have seen where fragile juveniles would actually take what we call chain up and decide to act, to become famous. So I want Lewis to be cognizant of that. I wish I was across there.
Bro,
if I was across there, certain things would have been done.
Bro, I've had people threaten me at games for years. No one's ever come up to me and actually done anything.
So but it has never been. Yeah, but it has never been. I am not saying something is going to happen. What I'm saying is to be forewarned, is to be forearmed.
It takes one.
I hear you. Always ready. Always ready.
So, right, and
you lot try run up on Hench Lewis if you want. Try.
I must say, Lewis is one now. He goes gym.
Knock them out.
I've got the perfect advice. Listen, if anyone does that, it's street fight rules, baby. I don't care. Ric Flair low blow, poke to the eyes. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm not into this usual headlock that the guys do on every Saturday night. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm not doing that.
No WWE crap, real thing.
That's my dog server.
I'll chop block the back of your leg. I don't give a fuck, man. I'll hit you with a shoe in the face. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. Right. I'll do the Dusty Rhodes elbow to your face. I don't care.
You know what I haven't said.
But yeah,
having said that, Flawless.
To anybody, nobody should be doing that, and that's like.
Having said that, Flawless. The second person in the chat they were going after was Andrew, and Andrew's one of the coolest, most logical cats I know out here, brother.
Stop the cat.
And they were crying over Andrew, and Andrew. They said Andrew triggers their OCD, and come on.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not saying it's right. Like I understand why Surfer triggers people. Surfer triggers me. You know what I'm saying? And that's in a joke, like funny sense. Like when you go. So imagine like being this genuine, like dislike and there.
He got Hall of Fame badge triggering, bro.
Yeah. Like he'll say shit, and I'm like, yo, that's.
I'm just listen, just a bit of self promotion. If you want to see what Johnny's video was, we just ripped him to shreds for 2.5 hours on Casually FC.
Hey, big up Casually FC.
Okay.
Make sure you go check that out. Make sure you subscribe to Casually FC as well. Make sure you do that. Big up Marshall. All the great people doing work over there.
There's a brilliant out of context.
Big up my guys in the comments as well.
If you follow Out of Context Lewis G on the Twitter, there's a clip he's put out where Johnny accuses the Chelsea admin of being on Todd Bowley's payroll.
Yeah.
But he said he's the Chelsea. He works for Chelsea football.
He said Chelsea Twitter admin works for Chelsea. Johnny accuses them.
I'll put it in the private chat, bro.
He lost.
It's cool.
It's
cool.
That guy.
He basically accused a Chelsea employee of being
working for the club. Yeah, working for the club. I think Lewis put it in the chat. Lewis put in the Sarcasm City group chat.
No, same, bro.
You
No,
know
but guys. To be fair though, he's right. In this one instance, he's right. To be fair.
Yeah, but it sounds like a fucking idiot. This is the issue. Now I'm saying.
Hold on. Everyone's
You know what? Brian's right. Or Jesse, whoever just said that. Technically, he's not wrong.
Yeah, no, I said that. Yeah, in this one instance,
he's not wrong.
No, but the issue is here. That guy was.
Wait, guys. Wait.
Fucking melts. You admin, yeah. You're on the fucking payroll of the Bowley, the Ted Lasso Bowling Siri merchant, which is a fact.
No shit,
Ain't saying
Sherlock.
nothing wrong there. Yeah, right? You're told to, yeah. You're told to put that shit out. Right? The feeding most amount of paid by even all the proper children.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because the truth always comes out, but the timing of it is impeccable. Like he's brought out Gallagher going up flat 3 when he's going to get shit out because they need to.
But you see, he was accusing them like they were two separate entities, and he was Todd Bowley was bribing, and just like if he was like bribing me separately to do the actual thing. He's actually saying a person who is employed by Todd Bowley by Chelsea is doing their job. Is being paid to do their job.
But Andrew, again.
You know what? But legit said that someone who is employed by Chelsea is on the Chelsea payroll, yo.
Yeah.
But he's finally starting to make somewhat sense. Like, give him credit.
He's not.
Makes sense.
He's not making sense because in the context,
he is right what he's saying.
He's trying. Hey, listen. He's trying. Hey, listen. A broken clock is right twice a day. He's trying.
Before I forget about it,
Prime, I realize I understand your sarcasm, Prime, but the man is showing outrage that the employee is doing an employee's job. He's outraged by that.
I know. But hopefully more of this stuff, he will soon realize his own delusion. The more stuff he gets right, he'll start to realize
Brian, but this is the thing though.
He's going to become a United fan.
He was not saying
yes,
this because he was trying to split facts, bro. Like he was saying this because he was probably running all the things to say bad about Chelsea. Where to the point where he has said something logical, but it doesn't really make sense because it didn't even really support your argument. Because of course the fucking admin works for Chelsea because it's a Chelsea account.
Yeah, it's out of context.
You know, you're a real nice guy.
At some point, the guy ran out of good points.
Hey,
Jess, you know what we did? You know what Marshall did? He actually sped him up to 1.25 because you know how slowly he talks, so we could get through the video quicker. Because if you realise, he has to remember what lies he's told to keep his gimmick going. You know what I mean? So he has to remember that, and this is one of the things. It's brilliant. But back onto Mount. I only came here to see if Flawless was okay.
Yeah, I didn't get to finish make my point.
You know what's great? Go on, Black Diamond, and we'll get to that. Go on, finish your point, Black Diamond. Go on.
Right. So that is 2. 2.5 is, and Lewis will show the clip. There was a clip that Johnny made when he was discussing Mason Mount new salary, and the man went totally insane. Sintan's business, you understand? Yeah.
I'll find out.
All right. And finally, this evening, Chelsea Football Club would have put up a tribute to Mason Mount. Seriously. And I sat and I looked down at it. And you know what? I have to accept the things I cannot change. And I really believe that. Yeah. And I really believe that Ten Hag is going to bring the best out of this fella. You just watch by Christmas, Flawless, these fellas going to be, oh my God. And then Lewis is going to have a stream where he say he doesn't care because he didn't do it for Chelsea and now he's doing it for United. And by now, Mr. Eddie, by now understand that I just know what I'm talking about, your brother. I just see shit from a mile off. So when I say it, all the skip. That's why there's message. I don't bring it out on here. So you have all the receipts. OG knows what OG speaks of. So thanks for Mason Mount. It's a mutual agreement. Thanks for Mason Mount. I accept it and I expect good things.
Hold up. Before you go, what's good things?
I really believe that Mr. Ten Hag is going to utilize this boy to the best of his ability. We're going to see goals. We're going to see creativity. And probably he would be surrounded by
so we're gonna see something
build.
So we're gonna see something so you expecting to see the best team we've ever seen.
Yeah. How long he had Tuchel for?
Season and it was a season.
Was it
18 months.
Yeah, so like it was longer than the season. Yeah, it was longer than the season.
Okay, good. So give him 18 months under Ten Hag. If Ten Hag lasts, yeah, I anticipate good things.
Can I just say, I hear what Nandada is saying. Like,
of course you do.
No. My don't do that.
He's a real nice guy.
No. Don't
He's a real nice guy. Let him cook.
No, why,
Let him
Frank?
cook.
You're right, yo. You do the same shit I be doing, and I spot that a mile.
No, I'm not trolling here. I'm not trolling here.
Yeah, I don't think you're trolling. It's not that. It's just you being you, fam. I don't think you're trolling.
It's like, bro, we don't like people. Like, it's just
no.
Let me say stuff, bro. About my football club. Like, this is what Flo's telling me.
Cool.
All I'm saying,
like, it's like when I speak about United and trying to make it sound logical. Like, Flo say, like, shut up.
No. I hear what Dundada is saying, but Ten Hag will, because we've seen Mount at his best. Tuchel try to get something out of him. We've seen him at his best in that Champions League run. However, we've also seen Mount at his worst under Tuchel as well. If United don't get the Qataris, you keep the Glazers, and you don't improve your squad, and how do you get the best out of Mount for a short period of time?
Yo. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
One thing I will say.
Don't mention the Qataris. Don't try to kill me. No.
Can I finish? Hold on. You will see Ten Hag will get something good out of Mount, but it will be for if you keep the Glazers are still there, it will only be for a short period of time, and you continuously see him regress until he's just what we've been seeing for the last 2 seasons. So yes, you'll see good things, and then you see massively bad things.
No, I think it's either or prime.
I think it's both.
If he's utilized as the manager to a particular system and he's surrounded by the right players, I think he can bring out the best.
Yeah,
For
but
God's sake, I just looked at a half a season of Weghorst. You understand? He could improve. Even on the front line, I believe.
Yeah, but Don Dada, that only depends. You say it with the right players. Again, what you're saying is right, but if
I am going off the premise that we get the Qataris, I am going off that premise.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going off the premise of if you keep the Glazers, and that good period of Mount won't last long. We've seen it.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
Here's
the Qataris.
That's fine.
Where Mount fits in currently is the question. Like, we can't project the Qataris. If the Qataris come, to be honest, their effect probably won't take place until like January. Them trying to get players to help us out. It won't be in this window. I think with the paperwork that's going to be involved after just the announcement itself, which is probably being worked on behind the scenes, it's still going to take time for them to implement how they want to see this business moving forward. And in current shape, Mount, Bruno, Casemiro is what I have to deal with. Now, again, Dundada is correct because he's called a lot of this shit that I'm talking about. So I'm not going to start disagreeing with him now. But all we have to go on for myself and Foss, what we said on the last stream, is what we've seen today from him. And the bar is pretty low. So if he does have some type of improvement, you do chalk it up to the manager. Of course, but I'm saying like him, Mount producing has nothing, in this space right now has zero to do with the Glazers.
Right.
It has zero to do with the Glazers. It's just about him being able to produce when he hits the field. That's all. I'm not putting in other additives to see what he is, because again, it's an unnecessary argument. Of course, life will change when the Qataris come. Of course it will.
But
Eddie and Flawless. One sec,
let's just say I'll just finish with this. So if he screws up while the Qataris are here, right? What does that say?
I hear that. No, I hear that. Before we continue on this conversation as well, over 125 of you lot in the building, only at 50 likes though. Like check.
Are
1,
you
2, 1, 2.
freeloaders?
Yeah, let's bump up the likes. We enter the city of sarcasm, people. Hit the like button. Get us up to 80 likes, people, because everyone here is clearly enjoying the content. Let's bump up the likes first and foremost. Secondly, let's subscribe to the channel as well, Sarcasm City TV. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell, people. That's all I need you lot to do. Hit that like button. Get us up to 80 likes. Hit that subscribe button, and please share this across all the socials as well, because we want as many people in here as possible. And just quickly, because I know Black Diamond and Eddie are going to speak on the Mount deal, so I'll speak on this quickly. Even at his very best, he's very good. Very good is not good enough for Manchester United. Like, that's just the play. Even when he was at his, we all watched it. When he was at his very best for Chelsea and Chelsea went on that run, nobody was talking about Mason Mount being great, Mason Mount being top class, Mason Mount being world class. At his very best, he's very good. He has not one great attribute. There is nothing great about him from a physical aspect,
half turn,
a mental
Correct
aspect,
turn. Respect the correct turn.
Or see, man are just running bands, because this is the point I'm making, and a technical aspect. He does nothing great. Like I keep saying, if I after that day Manchester United got beaten at FA Cup final, if I would have run a stream, Q&A, Man United podcast, fan calling show, whatever, and was here advocating for Manchester United to get Mason Mount, I would have got told I'm on drugs. I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to shut up. So now because Ten Hag's done it, all of a sudden it's a good idea. It's a horrible idea. No one can't tell me what this man excels at. No one can't tell. I'm still asking the question. This man excels at nothing.
I sent you the article about Mason Mount being the fastest.
You know, can I go quickly, Dan, just before you go? Yeah.
Go on.
The one thing I would say, when I know people have seen the best of him on the Tuchel, I think with Mount, if you can give him instructions and tell him what to do, he will do that job to the best that he can do, and that is the best you can hope for, in my opinion. Simple as that. Really.
He's a great listener. But guess what?
Yes.
They can sign me and I do that.
But that's what you've signed, isn't it? So that's how I'm
saying. That's the point that I'm making, though. That's nothing to write home about. Is this player listens to instructions?
I mean, he's gonna be an upgrade on Fred in terms of listening.
Yo, I can go five aside round the corner. Wait. I can go five aside round the corner from me and get an upgrade on Fred. No bullshit.
What's going on?
Okay, so
we have
no,
leave Pastor Fred alone.
Let's go to Macclesfield.
No.
There's like a 5 aside 15 minutes away from me where I can go find ballers. Like this is
he lives in Macclesfield anyway. Just go there.
All right, flawless. So
he follows instruction. That's it. Ed said it there. He's disciplined.
Allow me to add to the beauty of what you're saying, right? Now, as you mentioned, because people call Fred's name or whatnot. And you're right, Miss Mount can be very good. But very good is not good enough for Manchester United. No, I am saying we are only Manchester United in name. We have been utter bullshit for the past 4 or 5 years. So if it is we have to bring in very good players, until we have a proper system and vision to bring in great players, then so be it. It's still an upgrade. It might not be where we want to be 3 years from now, Mason Mount, no. But if you're progressing in a certain direction and moving on to very good players, and then subsequent to that, we're going to have great players. Because the disjointed system we had under Ole, you could have brought in the best of the best. They still couldn't function in this functionality. They could not bring out the best in Pogba. So you build towards your project. So if Mason Mount, as you say, on his best day is very good, it is still a step up in the right direction. Now, psychology is a beautiful thing. If anybody gets the opportunity to study psychology, mark what I'm saying is beautiful. Because I'm here talking rationally. Eddie's talking rationally. And while we speak rationally, take a look at the Chelsea fans' faces. Because they come to hear us moan and cry and bawl. They came to have bands and laugh. But now we're talking sense with measured emotion. These men's faces are different. And Eddie, that is the approach that we have to take. We wouldn't air our dirty linens. Me and you could talk one-on-one. But on here, I see it is a okay signing that can work out. That can be something that is very positive for Manchester United.
But this is where I push back on that in terms of it being a.
No, don't push that flow. Let's go with the flow, man. You men here go with the flow now, brother. You're not catching.
You can do this hoping thing. I'm not doing this hoping thing.
Enjoy the minerals, bro.
Because if I would have told you at the end of the season, go get Mason Mount, I'm not trying to hear this nonsense.
So hey,
I'm not trying to hear this nonsense now. We're not doing this. Like,
Darwin's been smoking.
When I was telling people about Ten Hag in February, nobody wanted to hear me.
Listen, that's the thing. That's the thing, Flawless.
Nobody wanted to hear me in February.
No, but the thing is, every manager is going to sign players that you don't like. This is why I say this is a mistake on Ten Hag's part, but I'm not Ten Hag out. I don't question his talent ID because all the players we've signed so far and all the players we've been linked with any of them, I genuinely like. I'm cool with. Every manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, like I always say, is the GOAT to me. Best manager ever. I didn't agree with every player he signed. So no manager's ever going to do that. The point that I'm making is this is not a good signing. You made points there of it being an upgrade and him being very good. Why don't you aim to, if you don't go and get a great player, go try and go get a player with a great ceiling or world-class ceiling potential. We know Mason Mount ceiling. Why are we going for very good when that's not very good money? You can go get a better player who's cheaper than that right now. Or you can go get a player who may not be as good as Mount right now, but can potentially be world-class or top-class. It's terrible. It's a terrible sign.
Here's the thing,
no, it's not terrible. It's not terrible.
Let me just say this, then, Dada. Let me just say this.
It's a signing you disagree with, but it's not terrible. Don't do that. It's an okay signing.
We have to say it like this.
Wait. If it's not awful signing, why was you questioning? Why did you just say I was questioning Ten Hag in February and telling people about him if you think it's a good signing?
That was relative. That was relative to other stuff, you know.
No, but that adds into it then. So why bring that up? If you think this is a good signing, why bring that up that point?
No, because
I don't think it's a terrible signing. This is an okay signing.
On a scale of 0 to 10.
So
it's an awful signing. You know it's an awful signing.
So it's this weird space. Now it's this weird space in football where two things are true at the same time. Right? Because when they said what Dendada just said it. 18 months with Tuchel, I haven't really watched. I didn't really watch them like that. Would you say that was the best we've seen of Mason Mount?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, the first 12 months, not the whole 18 months. The first full season.
The majority. Yeah, we'll go with the majority.
The 6 months. The 6 months.
Just 6 months. Okay.
Yeah, 6 months. All right, that's fair.
So he's taking that and he's looking at the current situation with our manager, and like you said, he's made good usage of all of our signings. Mm-hmm. That's undeniable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what we've been talking about is, of course, on a structural level, just like I said, I'm not doing business with Chelsea. I'm never doing business with Chelsea under any circumstances. Will I ever be like, yeah, Chelsea, let me see what you got? Because I'm not trying to give them any money.
Why not, bro? Why not, man?
Why not? That's
it's competition. I'm sorry, tough shit. It's competition. It's like that.
We just helped them purchase Caicedo. This
is a good signing for us.
That is Chelsea. That is Chelseaism. And
it is. And I stand on it. I'm a Chelsea. Yes.
Flawless. What's his contract?
CLM, bro. CLM.
4 years, 5 years.
I think it's 5 plus 1.
I didn't even read it.
It's a 6 year. It's a 6 year deal.
Wait.
And the
reason
what did you
no, but
it's 5 years plus 1 contract.
One at a time. And the reason why I give so much pushback on it, because if I would have pushed this, I would not be able to land or get.
Well, no, I mean again.
Wait, hold on, Lewis. What did you say? 200 and what?
It's 5 years plus 1, 200k, 250k a week. Bonuses up to
5 years, like with an extension.
250k. Hey, not my club, man.
Bonuses up to 300.
Yeah, that's Marshall's salary.
I was trying to say that earlier in the chat earlier, where like even if some people say it's a good deal, my thing is just like I believe even if Qatar was there, Ten Hag would have still gone with. I still want Mason Mount for whatever reason. This is my belief. But
he subscribes to the minimum.
But I think the difference between Jassim, people who he would hire on the board, And what the current board members at United would have been like, since people would have been like, Tenak, we know you want Mason Mount, but Chelsea is asking for 60 million. We can't veto that. We can't veto that transfer. Like, for example, we was looking at the midfielder who can play the 8. Technically, Mason Mount would have fit the prescription. But Daniel Levy's not going to go to Chelsea and say, let's pay 60 million for Mount. He wouldn't do that. So it's like, this is where I always say, managers shouldn't get 100% backed unless they're like special, like Pep or Sir Alex Ferguson, them type of level of managers where, you know what, you can get 100% backing. Because I feel like clubs should more focus on guys who, yes, they can fit the current manager's vision, but they should also vision the next manager's vision, because in reality, managers don't last anymore for a long time. This is where I feel like as for United, the deal is just not a really good deal, because even
it's a bad deal.
When people say that Mount,
it's fucking amazing.
For me, I think people using the wrong word. I think people using the wrong wording. Like,
I agree.
In terms of like, oh, he can develop Mount. Nah, I don't think you can get anything more out of Mount. I think the only thing that Ten Hag can do is bring him to the levels where he was playing well under Tuchel. But like I mentioned before, or like mentioned before already here, very good is just not good enough. So I feel like Mason Mount has to convince the fan base that he's going to be a good signing, and Ten Hag needs to show the fan base why this was his priority signing. Like, this was the first signing I needed to see him at the first signing for this summer. So it's like, but taking it as face value, Chelsea.
Let me ask you this, Flawless.
Before you go, Eddie, go just to back off of what into what's it called, to back up what Jez is saying as well in regards. Go get me a Martinez level of midfielder. Go find one.
Yeah,
you found the centre back version. You can go and find the midfield version. You probably wouldn't have cost 60 million either. But like I said, and the reason why I'm not trying to hear it, because if I tried to land this shit before we went into it, nobody would be trying to hear it. But yeah,
I hear that. I think Dendada is operating from where we are now with this being what it is, right? And so, is Ten Hag allowed to miss?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I think at the end of the day, that's where we come to, like, we can agree to disagree. Like, I'm looking at it like this, right? I have never at one point in time while watching this brother play said, damn, this is his time right now. Haven't done it. Now, would it be dope? Would it be dope? Would it be dope if it happened under United? Absolutely.
Of course.
Can I see it? Not so much, but I gotta go with the OG. I'm going with the OG. Like, I'm just going. He's calmed me down. Trust me. Hey, Flawless. We have it. It's on camera what I said. Don't think I'm backing down for what I said.
Yeah. I know.
But like, I just gotta be more subdued with it, because I gotta. It's done. You know what I'm saying? It's done. I'm not going. We know what he is.
Yeah, like I said, the reason why I'm not, because you mentioned it there, and I love how you used that analogy where you was like, is he allowed to miss? Taking a shot from the correct place.
I feel it.
That's what this is. This is just chucking up any old shit.
Yeah. I feel it.
Shooting from half court.
But for him, hey, you know what it is? For him, he's like, yo, I practice this shit in the gym.
Yeah.
We ain't seen it. We haven't seen it. Like, again, that's a great thing. It's like, bro, all these crazy shots these dudes take in the NBA, I swear to you, they practice this shit in the gym before it come out, right? So, again, he hasn't. Then Dot is saying he hasn't missed yet.
No,
we'll see. We're like, yo, you shooting this shit from half court. What are you doing?
Like you said though, with them, how many of them players who chuck up all them shots?
Not too many. So we gonna see.
How many of them are max players, man? I'm trying to be a max. That's why I don't accept this.
I feel it.
We're not at the level we was at, so we should still strive to get there. That's why we had the season we had, because we brought in particular 2 players of high quality in Martinez and Casemiro.
Hey, he Jordan Poole before the punch. Jordan Poole before
we brought in. You know what I'm saying in that.
What do you mean he hasn't missed yet?
In terms of his signings,
it's signings to make, bro.
Don't think Malacia?
No.
Malacia is a squad player.
For 12 million and all the fundamentals he has. Look at Misses is 90 million on Lukaku, 70 million on Kepa. They're misses.
You don't think he was brought in as a squad player?
Malacia for 12 million, yeah. I don't think he was brought in.
I didn't know. I thought he cost more than 12 million. I'll be real.
No, it was like 12 million.
All right, never mind.
100%.
I've seen enough from him from his. Don't get mistaken, no Prime. Do I still want to see improvements from him? Yes, but I've seen enough fundamentals where I'm like, all right, there's enough to build on, and I go, you have attributes that can be improved upon.
He can take over the starting left back spot. That's
yeah,
not
he could get
far.
there. Like, put it this way: if he was the starting left back this season, I'm like, okay.
No, it's just everything I've seen. I thought he cost more. I didn't know it was 12.
No, it was only 12. You would have known with the way Manchester United players get slandered. He would have got absolutely. Say he cost 60 M's, would have got butch. He would have got slaughtered.
But flawless. Where I agree with you is that we looked at our season going there, and the thing that we are missing the most and should be number one priority, and I would have thought would have been the first signing, would have been that of a striker. And if you look at the places in the field where we are deficient, Mount is not imperative signing. If anything, he's supposed to come as a luxury signing, not really to implement it or get the starting 11 that ideally we would want. So that is where I would agree with you that the priority signing should have come in first. And
it's a priority position, but the reason why you don't look at him as a priority signing because he's bang average. That's why. So
would you say
that's what I'm talking. Let's just if we're gonna talk the reasons.
So do you think we need a midfielder more than a striker?
Man, of course. No.
Do you think we need a midfielder more than a striker?
You know, I think it's equally because I think it's right down the spine of the team. Okay. I think we need a midfielder, we need a striker, we need a goalkeeper because it's right down the spine of the team. The reason why Black Diamond has just said what he said, if we sign Caicedo, he's not talking about Caicedo. Like, you're not talking about Caicedo. Now, he's not an instrument. No, it's because Mount's not very good. So that's why we look at him in the manner. Is it an important position? Absolutely. Everyone knows our midfield needs an upgrade. Everybody knows that. Everyone knows the striking department needs an upgrade as well as the goalkeeper. Well, most, I can't say all with the goalkeeper. That's why we look at Mount the way we do. He's bang average. We know this.
I have a question. I have a question to the Chelsea man or Surfer in particular. What is his best position? Is he a 8, a 10? Where you put him? What do you think is his ideal position?
I think.
Watch yourself, man.
I think as part of a free.
Land it, mate. Land the minerals.
I think it's part of a free, but I think as the guy who is basically a road runner in terms of breaking up play and giving the ball and having no creative responsibility whatsoever, that would be my thing. But I think yesterday is a very important date. So 29th of June yesterday was when it was announced. That is the date when you can start to and understand that Casemiro's knees are going to retire from the footballing world.
Because he's a defensive liability in transition.
Because if you're going to play him and Bruno with Casemiro in a free, I really fear that Casemiro is going to be overworked and might have what Fabinho did. I think someone said if you give Mount instructions, simple instructions, to just do a simple job, I think he will do it and he'll do it well. It's where you give him license to think for himself and see if he can do creative stuff. That's when it goes downhill. And he has a detriment onto the team. And you've already got Bruno doing hero balls and stuff like that. And Bruno's a better version of Mount. So
oh my God.
I just don't.
Two cheeks of the same ass.
You know,
So in your professional analysis, so if in your analysis, understanding football, what do you think it is that Ten Hag saw that he feel he could utilize this space?
The urban legend goes that Ten Hag rated Mount ever since he played for Vitesse, right?
Yeah.
So he's had this sort of thing. So I think he wants to do what I just said. As a part of a free, but be that one who does the defensive work a little bit higher up in the field as well.
You know what? I explained yesterday.
Gets the ball, lays it off, gives it to Bruno, whoever, or Rashford or something like that, and lets them do the work. Something like that, and pops up now and again with an odd goal. Maybe like a Gini Wijnaldum type for Liverpool. Maybe something like that.
Yeah.
That type of thing where he was just like, an up and down, a sort of a hybrid box to box sort of thing. But I don't know if he plays him as part of a pivot. I would worry for you guys because I don't think he's defensively intelligent enough to do that role. I really don't.
Because Jez and Tox were correct in that if Ten Hag spent, say, 3 years at Ajax, his third year or his final year was totally different from the prior 2 years.
Yeah.
It was like a evolution or something like a hybrid between positional play and the gegenpress. When he lost his first 2 games in the EPL last season, he, for the first time in his coaching career, he switched to tactical periodization, which is basically pragmatic counter-attacking ball. But in his third year in Ajax, it was a graph between positional play and gegenpress. So probably he is trying to build this hybrid. I don't know. So I have to ask the Chelsea people. Okay.
Yeah, go before you go. Just let me just run through some of these. Continue to get your questions in. It don't have to be on the Mounts deal. It can be anything else. Members as well. Again,
Laker Nation, we are
members
alive.
Any
man got Dave Vincent, you know,
anything Laker related, that's absolutely fine. Members, I will style your questions. I will get to them as well. And I just want to say, salute to everyone saying big up,
back to Dallas.
United Spurs of America, large up, big up to Dab, large up. TJ Warren as well, man. You lot can catch me on this channel next week, Friday. I'm over there. What time is it? I forgot what time. I think it's 9 p.m. But next week, Friday, might be 7. But big up TJ Warren.
Yeah, big up TJ.
I'll be over there. Big up to Derek as well. To JB who says, Flawless, will you have the convo about Ten Hag's talent IQ? This has been asked before, and I've had the conversation, and we briefly had it. I don't doubt his talent ID. This is why it's a 2-2 chat. I don't know if he was talking about me or he was talking about someone in the chat about Mads Katz turning on Heisenberg. I'm not. I'm still fully backing Ten Hag, but I don't back blindly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
exactly.
I'm not on the Ten Hag says, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's no 110%. And no, everything I've watched from Mason Mount goes, no, I say it before, I say it again. This is the Cristiano Ronaldo deal all over again. When I was saying, and I was on here and I was on Lewis's channel and telling Lewis and other Chelsea fans, Ronaldo is a terrible idea. People are like, you don't know what you're talking about. He'll be successful. Now man's in Saudi Arabia. Where's all these top European clubs that was in there? Same way Mount. All these teams and all these players and all these managers that rate him, where were the bids? Minus us, who else went in for him? Bids. Don't tell me about interest, or they appreciated, or they monitored. Who offered him a contract?
And no one else had the money. No one had the money.
Offered him a contract. How much? Wait, how much did how much is the
they pretty much paid the same price.
I'm joking.
No. But I'm glad you like that because people like to make that point. Because I think was it Ryan or someone saying, "Oh, Liverpool don't have the money." Bullshit. So how they got this money?
No, they just didn't. No, these clubs just didn't choose to pay the money for the.
They went for better, younger options. Simple.
All these teams needed midfielders, yet we're the only ones stupid enough to be in for him. Very much like Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying? Available. Nobody went in for him by us. And then when he left us, where did he end up? In Saudi fucking Arabia.
They went for SZOBOSZLAI. They literally just went to SZOBOSZLAI.
I will say Arsenal and Liverpool dropped out because Mount wanted United specifically.
Ten Hag wanted the minerals, so he couldn't say.
But what I think we need to put out there, Flawless, I think is imperative that we put out is that because something wrong in society these days. If you love a club or you love a manager or you love your woman, right? It doesn't mean that you will support something blindly. If you're in a relationship and you see things moving left, you are entitled to question. We only put energy into things that we love. So not because Flawless is supporting and he believes in Ten Hag means he cannot question a judgment. If you go through like that in life, you're going to be a beta male. Always, sometimes you even have to question your fucking self. You understand, no? So it's not about being Ten Hag in or out because a man has concerns. That is why we call it concerns. I don't think it have anybody here. Well, in the chat has people that are Ten Hag out. And to me, it's premature. We seem to forget where we have come from, where we emanated from. Before him, we came out of the terrifying holidays into winning first trophy in 6 years. So,
can I say something?
You're entitled to question. Sure.
No, we don't need Tottenham fans talking, big man. I'm just joking, Des. Go ahead.
Bro, I would have still talked regardless of what you meant, so it didn't really matter. But anyways,
fair enough.
so,
You ain't like that, Ahmed. That's what he's saying.
I know.
My nigga.
I know.
But what I was say is, I feel like a lot of energy towards Ten Hag, or especially the people who are doubting him, is not even the Mason Mount thing. I think it added to it, but I think the main thing is because people look at it as, okay, you signed in Mason Mount, you're most likely maybe not going to sign another midfielder unless your sim comes in and then you go again in January. And people are kind of scared of the fact that he might just going to play the same type of football that he was playing last season. Because I've seen the comments a lot. I see, Ten Hag, maybe it's the first season, but next season we're going to play attacking football. We're going to play attractive football. And I think a lot of things why people feel about Ten Hag right now is because they had a misconception that he's going to come in. Okay, maybe it's going to take him a year, but eventually he will go and play this total football because he's going to play like Arteta and Pep. Now, with the Mount signing, with Bruno and Casemiro, everybody's assuming now he's going to play hoofball football. It's not going to be pretty. We're going to be watching games where, we're winning games, but it's going to be painful to watch. And I feel like a lot of people didn't want that from Ten Hag to begin with. And if they really knew, and if they knew that from the start, some people would have been like, you know what, I don't want Ten Hag because he plays this pragmatic football. I feel like this was a lot of this energy for Ten Hag comes from, because I'm just seeing a lot lately.
Jez, do you know what else it is? It's because United fans also expect, at least during last season, they were expecting to come into the season as challengers to City for the league. And now they're looking at Mount and saying, how does Mount bring us towards the level of challenging?
Yeah, I agree. That's another thing, like, generally speaking. But I think that also, but this is what you just got to understand, where, like, this is what I'm saying, like, he is trying, my opinion, when I look at Ten Hag right now, he's literally overachieving right now with the whole structure that he has behind him as well. So, for me, it's like, this Mount deal puts him definitely in the worst light, but it's not about how you start; it's about how you finish. To be honest, so
exactly, Jez.
I believe that Yasim is going to take over United. So from there on, let's see how it goes. But let's say United don't want to overspend for the strikers that we've been mentioning, like Højlund, Kane, or Koulibaly. And United don't have that budget. This summer.
You know what's crazy about that, Jez? No, we just overspent on a midfielder.
Which is crazy.
That's why I'm not hearing this whole thing. This is why this deal's terrible.
Which is crazy. That's why I'm saying, which is crazy.
The Blazers, Jim Ratcliffe, the deal overall, financially. Forget the from a financial aspect, is even with an unlimited budget. Say Sheikh Jassim had taken over hypothetically, and we had 500 million to spend this summer, and we spent this money on Mount. I'd still be like, this is terrible.
Yes,
wait, you didn't spend 70 mil.
No. He's saying it's an example. He's saying it's
I said as an example.
No. I'm saying.
Brian, but now hold on.
No, you say overspent. How much did you spend? It's not 70 mil.
No. I didn't say 70 million. I said it'd still be a bad deal. I said hypothetically, if we had 500 million to spend and we spent the same amount on Mount, it would still be a terrible idea.
How much did you spend on Mount? How much is it?
I think it was 55.
They spent 60 overall. Like it's gonna be 60.
55 is too much. 50 is too much from the position.
How much do you think Mount is worth?
In the situation we was in, 30 M's.
Okay.
In the position he was in, and when I say that, people, he was in the last year of his deal. He didn't want to sign, so you're going to lose him for free in 12 months. We should have easily just said, "Here's 30 million, or we'll just talk to him in 6 months because we've already agreed to deal."
Yeah, this is
that's the way to negotiate. Never mind the player not even being good enough, but it's like, all right, 30 M's just because we really weren't in that bad. 40 M's, if he had 4 or 5 years left on his deal, he's 40 M's.
You know what Man United is like, though. You know what United is like, bro.
We do terrible business. This is why I'm not here. But then the same Manchester United fans who are like, this ain't that bad, and Rare will be complaining in middle of August when we're not not necessarily playing good football, when we're getting bad results and we're not playing well and we're getting beat because we have players like that. He's not good enough. We all know he's not good enough. Why are we acting like this is a good idea? This is very similar to the Cristiano Ronaldo deal. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo had much more credit in the bank Mount did. He had much more in terms of what he's done. He had much more.
And this is the issue, though. Like, obviously, I think this is the big black mark right now for you, Flawless, with Ten Hag. But to other United fans, this is one of many where, like, they look at certain games from last season, certain signs that he's given to things, like certain vibes that he gives to certain fans. So, like, with this signing, he's just putting more in a bad way in United fans. And then there are some fans where, like, they're overly just, you know what, just you have to look what he did last season. Whatever he does next season, we have to support it. But for me, it's like, I don't understand why these people view these things like this, because in the same way, so you're telling me if he signs Origi, you're telling me then as well that
people back it. Oh yeah, he scored the Champions League goal. If he went and signed Ward-Prowse, he knows what he's doing. He can take a set piece and stupidness.
This is why I say I think both sides.
But the blind leading the blind, man. Foolishness. I'm not into that. It's
but Jez, this is why specifically he should not be signing players.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. All right, under Michael Edwards.
You know what is here?
Klopp did not want Salah.
I need to get to these comments 1 second. Big
up,
Casually. You says big up, boys. Happy Mount Day Flawless. Big up to you, Casually FC. Big up to Marshall every single time as well. And to Francis, we made this point. Mason Mount is just regular Saiyan Bruno. I don't want Super Saiyan Bruno. So why do I want the regular one in my club? But again, it's a good idea because Ten Hag wants.
You know what? Yeah, I have a good example for you quickly.
Nonsense.
Let me. Fantastic idea.
One sec, because the body even listening to is it Pranay who says Maddison went for 40 blood. Mount provides way more than Maddison. Let's say this is true. You're not under again. People ain't listening to the point.
Oh Lord,
he was in the. We even forget to that. So Pranay, I'll break it down to you. Mason Mount was at Chelsea with a year left on his deal. Chelsea didn't want to keep the player. Or let's say they did. Mason Mount did not want to stay at Chelsea. So therefore, in 6 months' time, Manchester United can talk for Mason Mount and sign him in that summer for absolutely free. So whatever we offered to Chelsea, if they didn't take it, we could have legit lay it right out for 12 months and signed him for nothing in the summer. So therefore, we're negotiating from the position of power. So that's why I say Mason Mount was worth 30 million in that instance. And that's not just Mason Mount. That's any player. If you are a football club and you are negotiating with another football club for a player they own or a player they have under contract and he has a year left on his deal and he's not going to sign, you are negotiating from the position of power. Kylian Mbappe being the prime example. Whoever offers whatever money for Kylian Mbappe, they have no, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? They have
power, leverage. No leverage.
PSG are not at the
leverage.
Whatever you take, whatever I'm offering in regards to money, you take or lose him for free. All right, here's 60 M's. All right, we'll just talk to him for a free. Again, see, Pranay, you're not even listening. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Man, just ain't even listening. So whatever.
But Flawless, I need to say something, yeah?
Go on.
See, for the 2 days that he was gone, I was like a YouTube crackhead just searching for content, you know? Really missed you. I don't know about for the others. You really missed you. And that is why you come back tonight. I wanted to ensure that you came back with vim, vigor, and fire. They do an excellent job. You know, Mason Mount is a brilliant signing, and we move.
Oh my God!
You know, I just want to say quickly.
Hey, but no, like you.
Let me just say quickly.
I need to say something because, like, that comment. I have to say, I'm sorry, but that comment about Mount offers provides way more than Maddison.
And just to get to this again, you ain't listening, Pranay, so the conversation's over because you're not paying no attention to what's been said whatsoever. So you just carry on typing away and just not paying attention and staying.
Man said it's the old 35 million.
Man, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? People, if you ain't gonna listen, click the X button in it.
Yeah.
Bro, you just saying stuff to say stuff.
Yeah.
One thing I will say quickly, yeah. If Bruno Fernandes is super sane, then you know Mount is just, you know what I mean, the Ozaro form. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, that's being kind. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example. Do I think Bruno's super saiyan? No, but I couldn't think of a Dragon Ball Z analogy.
You know what? I'll give you a Naruto example. If you watch Naruto,
it's Kaioken.
No.
I never watched Naruto.
If you watch Naruto, yeah, Bruno, yeah, is a Genin ninja.
Nah.
He's a starter pack ninja. Mount is the what's it called? Mount's a bandit. The random bandits that they face.
One sec, bro. This is cup because Madison's injury, bro. Look how many games he actually plays. He's not injury prone. What are these people talking about, bro? You guys really trying to convince yourself that the Mount deal is actually a good thing.
Yeah, man. These people is absolutely outrageous.
See,
Let me try to sell that at the end of the season just gone. Man, I'm not hearing it.
You know what it's like? It's like when we signed Longley in the summer, I knew Hotel or even the Richarlison thing. I had to pretend like I'm a Richarlison fan at the beginning when he was signed because I had to lie to myself to make me feel better, people. Then I watched him for like 2 games. And I thought I went back to what I was saying before. The whole shit Richarlison is. Like, you people have to stop lying to themselves just to make them feel better because eventually it's not going to make you feel better in the first place. You realizing, you know what? It made me feel worse. Just be honest.
And just to clarify as well, Paramount says, I believe in Ten Hag. So do I. I've backed him more than most. Everywhere I've been.
100.
I've backed him more than most. All the times we've had bad defeats and people have been over the top with the criticism of him, in particular rival fans, but also our own fans, I've defended him. But I'm not going to defend this. I'm not going to defend him because I believe is a bad move. Say again.
I believe in him too.
Yeah, like fully, like 110%. You believe in Graham Potter, mate. But yeah, like I say, I believe in 10 out, 110%.
Wait, you believe in Potter making it to the Champions League final?
Yeah, I'm saying that's
Wait. Who said Potter would take us to the Champions League final?
The guy is laughing right now.
Yeah, but guys, Ahmed's not a Chelsea fan. So like,
I can't pronounce your name. I must screenshot this panel. Mount will make you eat your words. The thing is the crazy part is I hope you're right. I hope Mount gets here and balls out. This is where people fall down. I don't want to be right on the situation because he's now a Manchester United player. I'm a Manchester United fan. So of course I want him to be here and be world class. Same way I want Cristiano Ronaldo to be here and be world class. Look how that turned out.
My response to this is because I won't remember this. Well, keep your word if he doesn't ball out. And how long are you giving him? How long are you giving him to not ball out? Are we giving him 6 months? Are we giving him a season? What is this? You know what I mean?
Sophie, you know what it is. These guys that say all this stuff, when it doesn't go their way, they never show up again in the stream. And Don KGB, what's his name again? Don KGB. I'm still waiting for the heritage talk that you were giving us like 2 seasons ago.
Facts.
No, but on a serious note,
I hope I'm wrong on it. Like legit, like people forget that. Like when you hear me criticizing a Manchester United players, like it's because I don't think they're good. That's what it is. I want to be wrong though, of course, because if he's world class, that helps elevate our club. That helps elevate the team. Yes, I want world class, but guess what? He's never been world class in his life. So all of a sudden, is he going to get here to our situation and be world class? One next to Bruno, and he's going to be world class. Who's Bruno?
Well, on a serious note,
go on.
On a serious note, my last post on Twitter is exactly that. I put up a picture of Mount, and I said, I'm praying that you and Eric Ten Hag proves me wrong. I'm begging that you prove me wrong. And that's what we all hoping. We don't want Miss Mount to feel. Prove us wrong. Let me be real. But that doesn't mean that we are 10 out.
No, completely off topic because I wanted to mention. I should see Vultures tweeted. Oh my god, free agent guard Fred Van Vliet has agreed on a 3-year, 130 million contract with the Houston Rockets.
Oh my
god! Yeah, but 130, but in 3 years.
Jesus,
bro,
he's getting a crazy bag.
The Rockets are just clueless, bro. I'm sorry.
He's already got a ring. He doesn't need to go anything more. He's already got one.
Yeah, that's untaxed money too.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Like, bro, that's top dollars, bro. Like the guy's getting more than Kyrie, by the way.
Yeah, and because it's not like Eddie said, it's not taxed either. You can get even more than you know what I mean.
What's that like now for Van Vliet? Van Vliet, that's obviously a very good thing, obviously, because he won the ring. Who cares about anything else? But bro, the Houston Rockets. That's why I said that organization. It's just fool. It's just there's just foolishness and unserious, man. But yeah, we can continue with any football talk. Or whatever.
And what is going on with Harden's contract? I saw something that
he went back with I think he signed. I think if I'm not wrong, he signed the player option with the Philadelphia, but they're trying to trade him away.
Oh, I saw otherwise. I saw he refused the player option with $69 million because he wants to leave.
No, he wants to leave, but that's why they picked up the option so they can trade him. But I don't know. Let me actually just check it again just to make sure.
Yeah. And let me just get to this. He says, some of you mans, you don't rate Mount, say it. Don't hide behind, I don't want him to fail. Put chest. I've put chest. I don't know what. Of course, I don't want him to fail. But do I rate him? No.
Where does your man come out from, boy?
What are you? I'm lost here what you're talking about. I don't rate Mount. I don't want him to fail. This is self-explanatory.
It's real simple. No player.
Why would I want a Manchester United player to fail? So what are we talking about?
It's the complete opposite. That's the complete opposite of being a football fan.
Yeah, facts. So hide it. Man, don't need
he
to
seems
hide
to be. Yeah, he seems to be a new person.
Yeah,
if you're new, welcome to Sarcasm City.
You can go away.
We doesn't tolerate bullshit here.
Yeah,
let's stick.
By the way, can I just say something like seriously, like no joke? Yeah, what I think Ten Hag wants to do with Mount is basically have Eriksen back, but not in terms of what Eriksen brings on the ball. But I think he wants someone like what he does off the ball, like the P&P stuff. I think he wants to go into the P&P style next year.
He wants to be more energetic.
He wants to play more fast-paced football because what Eriksen doesn't bring on the ball, but what he does bring on the ball is like 10 times better. I get that, but I think he wants to do something. He wants to be more Pep like next year and just be counter pressing, press from the front, like push up. That's the way I see it because Eriksen's not available all the time.
Somebody said that in the comment section. Who was talking about the football. I have no issue with the football. That's another thing. Like I have to keep stating as well. I have no issue with that type of style if that's the way you're gonna go. Let's go get the best possible profile for it. But I have no problem with the energetic. Bear in mind, Mason Mount's not pacing power, but I get what you're saying, though, Victor. Like his energy. If you're gonna go that way, it's kind of like go get the best in class. But I have no issue with it whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's the right idea, but the wrong player.
Yeah, this thing like many people talk. This is why when I talk about squad building, for example, and the manager's put there. For me, I don't want obviously, it's cool that the manager puts names forward, of course, to the people on the board. But reality is the manager should always be putting profiles to the board, and then based on the profiles, the club goes and search for these profiles, and then you go back to the manager. We look through the names. This what really should it be like? But I feel like on this case, the manager put Mount as a name, and the club said, you know what? Yeah, we're going to get nice Mount because you put that name up front, and he's English and all the PR stuff that he has about him. But it's just the wrong way to really operate. I don't think that's the right way. Pep probably doesn't say he wants a specific player. He probably says, I need a certain player that does this, and that. Unless there's a player that really excites him to a certain level where he feels like, I must have him. Like, for example, Guardiola. Like, Guardiola is the priority. But because I feel like he was with Guardiola 2 times he was 1 time with him in a Champions League group stage with Man City, and obviously they played just recently in the Champions League in the knockout stage, so he saw him with his own 2 eyes just last season. But I don't know, this Mount thing, it just stinks. I said
the same thing when we were talking with Eddie when me and Eddie was on the Man United just before the show before this, and I was saying, forget names, it should be a profile thing, like in terms of attributes, right? I need a midfielder who does this, and this, and here's a list of names, and then that's when you then look at that list of names and see, all right, ages, injury record, who's played in the Premier League, who's more expensive, who's cheaper, etc., and all of those type of things.
Flawless. Maybe they did do that. Maybe they did do that.
I'll be honest. I think it was generally a recommendation from the manager, and the club just went with it.
Yeah, you know why I don't think we did that? Because when you look at the other players that was backup, they don't do the same thing. That saying no amount ain't the same shit.
No, but I know they're not the same type of player, but I don't think.
My point. That's why I don't. Think
but I don't think you look. Yeah, but I don't agree.
No, it was name.
Yeah, but I don't agree. Yeah, but I don't think you look at Caicedo and Matt and think they'd be doing the same thing anyway.
No, that's the point. But you just making my point that I'm making because I just said you think they did that in terms of here's a list of names of players that do the same thing.
I don't know. No, I'm not saying Caicedo and Matt would have been on the same list.
So yeah, you're proving my point, which goes to show there was no list because all the reports said that Caicedo was back up to Mount.
Did reports say that?
But yes, Fabrizio Romano tweeted about this. Yes.
Okay, cool. Fair enough.
This is the point I'm making is we looked at names rather than the way we should be looking at it and going, all right, let's just forget names. That's what we need to do. Forget that. Let's go find players who do what the manager requires in whatever system. But yeah, I do.
Stick to our profile.
It shouldn't be all on him. It should be a number of people with him included. Him,
exactly.
DOF, the head of recruitment, the head scout, and then they all sit down and say, all right, this is what we're going to look for from each position. Goalkeeper, all the way from goalkeeper, defense, midfielders, all the way to
striker.
All the way
and that is the dangerous thing, Flawless, is because the manager is more qualified in footballing than the DOFs, and that is the problem because he is choosing. He's not even going after a profile. He's going after an individual. It seems to be, and it has been said by a lot of Ajax fans that
just to cut you off,
he's very stubborn.
Hold up, one sec, Black Diamond. Just to go get to this. You guys wanted Ten Hag to get all the power. That's not the case here. Don't group me in with other people. No, I never once have ever said that. So don't do that, please. Do not lie on my name. Go on, carry him.
That is so untrue because I have said it and just have said it 3 times so far on this stream. Ten Hag should not be purchasing players. He needs to have a competent DOF and a CEO where he identifies a profile of player and they go. Just like Klopp wanted he wanted Mario Götze and Michael Edwards said no, we're going with Salah. And look how Salah turned out for Liverpool. So he should not be purchasing any players at all. And that's where the problem lies.
And just to quickly, Fabrizio said United were not in the race. I never said we were in the race for Caicedo. I never said we was never in the race. What I said was he was the backup option. That's what he was, which Fabrizio Romano tweeted about. So if the Mount deal didn't go through for whatever reason, that's who he was looking at. Mount and Caicedo don't do the same thing. So that's the original point that I was making in regards to we're looking at names.
Can I just make a point quickly?
If I
may. The Caicedo thing as well, if you think about it, Chelsea, it's been known for a long time that Chelsea's number one target is Caicedo. And when that report came out, it was the time where United was saying they're not going to go above 55 million. So for all we know, the Caicedo thing could just have been a scare tactic by the football club to say, we're going to
exactly.
So he may not have been an option at all.
But playing devil's advocate, you could be true with that, and it could be thing. It could be an idea where it really was used more as like maybe put the price down, but it's not like the interest for Caicedo by United wasn't just a first-time thing. Not all of this under the summer.
Of course,
United had already Caicedo as an option from time ago. Even when Rangnick was there, he was the one recommending, you need to sign this kid in the first place. So I feel like I do think there was a genuine interest. But this is the thing. There's a difference between actually going to sign a player and be interested in the player. Like I can be interested. I can get interested. I could be interested in Beyonce, but I'm not going. But if I really wanted her, I go on DM and all shit. Probably get rejected. But it's the point, the effort of trying to go and get a player by putting in bids, trying to get the person to tell.
Did you say wait? Did you say probably get rejected?
I'm just saying. I probably would because it's Beyonce. So, but I'm just saying as an example. So 2 things could be right here. Maybe was it maybe used? And what's it called? Was it maybe used as a leverage? Could be. We never know. But I do believe there wasn't a sense of interest to Caicedo if this more thing wouldn't have happened.
DMing Beyonce as leverage is crazy.
I mean, you know what? You know what the crazy thing is here? You know what the crazy thing is? You could actually do that. I've seen scenarios with people, my ends, where they try to make somebody else jealous for DM somebody acting like they're cooler than them. You know, I'm not gonna go there because this is. I know it's late, and it's like after night, but this is for the Twitch. This is for the Twitch. I'm saying the story that I have that I know about is for the Twitch. But
hey, before we continue, hey, you lot, everyone who's locked in, still over 150. 83 likes, get us up to 100 likes, people. We're gonna close out in the next 10-15 minutes. So like check 1212. Pay the tax, pay the toll when you enter the city of Sarcasm. So please get us up to 100 likes. Hit that subscribe button as well. I'm not sure how many subscribers we're on. We're closing in on, I think it was 7,090. My laptop just moving quite slow for a second, but continue to get your questions in as well, members. Yeah. Like.
Can we talk about something that's kind of adjacent to this monster?
Yeah, go on. Turn down your mic a little bit, though, fam. You're a little bit louder, so yeah, it's all good. A little bit. Before you go, 7 off. We're 7 off 7,100 people. So there's over 150 of you lot in here, only asking for 7 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Get us to 7,100. Yeah, go on, Prime.
Yeah, something that's kind of adjacent to this mount stuff.
Yeah.
Can we talk about like Reece James getting stick from Chelsea fans?
What did he get stick for? What happened?
That's the story.
Like of what happened. I don't know what happened for him to be getting stick.
Well, I don't know. I just got a feeling. Or go on.
So I'm just going to explain the situation. So what happened was some Arsenal fans said Reece James come to like Arsenal basically, and then he replied with "I will not." And then, at the moment in time, they had just confirmed the Mason Mount, what's it called, deal to Manchester United.
Yeah, thank you for that update.
And it was deliberate timing as well. It was a deliberate indirect amount.
It shows that, like,
you took a shot at Mount.
This was apparently people, the people who are angry at Mount leaving, they are saying this was apparently a shot at Mount for leaving Chelsea for Man United.
Here's the thing: it probably is, and the thing is,
good.
Reece James has done this before. To be fair, when you know that post he made about
the
you don't want to be part of the bricks and being part of the foundation and stuff. He did that back in was it January? February?
Yeah. So it was
around. And Lewis, did you not say on casually that your friend told you that like this Mount stuff about him leaving has been happening since January?
No, he was done since January.
Yeah, leaving
before that.
Yeah. So it's just like all this stuff. Reece James has got links to move like in the past. Real Madrid wanted him, United, Barca, etc. And he's never kicked up a fuss. He's never tried to leave. Like he shows that he actually does have love for the club. But everyone's trying to prop Mount up as the face and proper Chelsea and stuff.
Yeah.
See, you know what?
Prime. A question for Prime.
Yeah, can I? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, question. Do you think that Mount is wrong for wanting to go to a bigger club?
No. Again, no. Okay. Honestly, I don't have a
great
problem.
Question, then. Great question.
You did like that question. Yeah?
It's not. Can I answer?
Yeah, answer the question, bro.
No,
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with him wanting to leave. I don't have a problem if players want to leave my club. I don't have a problem. You can do that. That's fine. Like I don't hate on Courtois wanting to leave. Do that. Do what you want.
Right.
I have a problem with pretending that. I want to have a problem with him pretending that he has a love for the club, and 2, mainly, I have a problem with Chelsea fans trying to hype up like he's this big thing.
But I think he was broken-hearted after Tuchel left, and then his ambition was to go to a bigger club. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, man. If you're ambitious to go to a big club and fail, fair enough by me, mate.
To me personally.
My thing is here with players. So I don't even think this was. I know. I'm probably taking the piss maybe here, but I think he just wanted to leave. And that's it. To be honest, like it should. I never seen a player leave a football club and it made so much drama in one fan base. Like I never seen that. Like it's crazy that Which is funny enough, it wasn't even
Bro,
the fan base.
you know when Mata left the football club, bro, there was not even that much drama, bro. And this is when we lost some prime Mata, by the way. Yeah, we lost prime.
Yeah, that's
Mata,
what I'm trying
know?
to say. Like, I don't understand. See, in Brian with the Reece James thing, from what I've seen, which is crazy. No people trying to say stuff like, "Oh, let's see how Papa Charles Reece James really is once Real Madrid is calling for 100 million." Like, and I'm like, yo, but Real Madrid hasn't come in, and Reece James is a player, and he's still committed to your club. So it's like, why are you even saying all that? So, but then these people will say, nah, this is not, and then those people will say, nah, it's not an indirect ad. It's not a shot at. It's not a shot at Reece James, but reality is a shot at Reece James because you are in your feelings because Mount got sold and people saying he's not Papa Charles. But to be honest, this whole thing with this whole Papa Charles thing, it's just no player at Chelsea, I believe, is really Papa Charles, in my opinion, when the money is right somewhere else and they feel like, you know what, fuck it. Like, let's be honest. If somebody came in, let's say PSG comes in, they're giving Chelsea 120 million euros for Reece James and they offer Reece James 900k a week. I don't think he's going to deny it personally.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah.
And this was saying, like,
but by the way, Lewis,
I think no player, in my opinion, has ever loyal to a football club. Until for me, it's always are the numbers right.
One just finishes.
Like for me, even like Messi. Everybody says Messi loves Barcelona, but he doesn't love Barcelona to the point where like he has to play for 10k a week. No, he's not going to love Barcelona for that much. Because you have to.
Yeah, Lewis, I was just asking if you have the clip of Johnny, if you could play it with Mason Mount salary, wages. You have that clip?
Yeah. One sec.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah, can I just say I don't have a problem with him like going to United or going to another club. It's just the fans who fucking propped him up saying, "Oh, his proper jobs never leave for money." Blah, blah, blah. That's my main problem. Like I don't all my indirects have not been at Mason Mount like directly. Like he's gone to a bigger club. Cool. Who we lost our greatest ever player to Real Madrid. And we firmed it, like we moved on. Life goes on. He won the Champions League and he's gone. Like, but he's not even one of our best players, and he went to Man United for more money. I can't blame him for that. Like, go chase.
That's so true.
If you're not getting your bag here, if you're not getting your bag here, get your bag somewhere else. Like that's fine. Bro. I'm fine with it.
And that's so true because really, in 2023, I really don't have a problem with Arsenal. No. The club, you see the fan base. That is what twists everything. Is the fan base that Yeah, Lewis, let's see it.
Oh yeah, one second.
AJ says United will give Mount the number 7 shirt 300k a week, bruv. Yeah, we're giving him 300k. AJ says United will give Mount the number 7 shirt 300k a week, bruv. Yeah, we're giving him 300k.
Damn.
But yeah, in regards to the Reece James thing, I don't understand. So he received backlash because people thought he was taking a shot at Mason Mount for leaving Chelsea. Am I right in saying that? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I think he's been taking shots. He's been taking shots before
DHL left you lot, man. Like Mount
exactly, bro. He's just saying, bro, like yo, you broke up with you guys.
If he really was proper Chelsea and wanted to, love the club and fight for the badge, he could have stayed and fought for his place.
Reece has been getting shots before this anyway, just because of the fact that he's been on 250k.
You know what it is? Yeah, he chose what is better for him. So it is what it is. But I think these Chelsea fans who are Mount,
they are not Chelsea fans. They are Mason Mount ultras.
I think those
Mount ultras.
Yeah, I know don't know what he's saying, but I think these Mount enjoyers have to just relax. Like it's not like it's the
Old Trafford's gonna sound like a Taylor Swift concert.
But like this is the thing, like Chelsea's I saw Chelsea lose many great players in it, and then to cry over Mason Mount, like this is crazy. Like, and DHL. It's not for rivals to kick off over players going to rivals. You guys are moving soft. It's not us. I'm talking about the people, particularly on social media, who.
And also, it depends on the player. You know what I'm saying? I would not kick off if 95% of our players left for Chelsea, Liverpool. I'd give them away. Hey, McTominay and Maguire to Liverpool. Cool. You know what I'm saying? What we talking about?
Yeah, Matassa, why you not just jump in?
Roll through, bro.
Bro, we need to know your thoughts, bro. And also talk about how De Gea's contract officially run out. Come on.
if you jump on in 5, man, well, what's it called, innit? Taza, yeah, I'll extend the show. But yeah, like I said, he didn't do anything. Reece James didn't do anything wild. Like Mount left.
Bro, I just think people
they've been on to him anyway just for being on 250.
Hey, Joe, put in the comments what I'm waffling about. I'm saying the truth, bro. I don't know what you think that I'm waffling about, but
people gotta stop standing players. That's
exactly,
what it is.
bro. Like, bro, why? And just the thing, players.
Who's moving? I read the statement there. Who's moving soft? Who's the you guys moving soft?
Yeah, like,
who's speaking of?
This is what I'm saying. Like the people who are players, for me, these are the soft people.
Facts.
I would never support a player going to a rival, especially after Mount tried to claim.
Who supported him? Yeah,
but who supports him though?
Yeah. I don't think you're talking about us. Yeah, nobody supporting Mount.
Yeah, I'm talking about people on social media. I'm not even a Chelsea fan. I'm talking about people on social media. What's it called? Supporting a move, and even in the first place, if somebody in my club for example, Eric Dyer goes to Man United, I'm gonna celebrate that shit because not only does Man United get worse, in my opinion, because they're signing a bad player, but we're getting rid of a bad player. Like, so you tell me you would not be happy if one of your worst players would go just to a rival.
Yeah, and make them worse. That's the thing.
This thing, like, I understand. I never support for example, I would never support a move where Levy sells to Chelsea Harry Kane. I would never support that. I was I would go down to London and protest if something like this happens. But if Chelsea want Eric Dyer tomorrow, I'm bringing Eric Dyer to Chelsea by myself. So I don't know what this is unless you really like, no, none of my players, even the shit ones, shouldn't go to my rivals. Come on, man.
Yeah, for that I would celebrate my terrible players going to my rivals, 100%. Hey,
Exactly,
big up Warrior J in the cut. Large of everyone that's tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. Don't forget we're on audio platforms as well. So if you want to listen while you're at work, you might be cooking, cleaning, driving, might be at the gym, might just not want to have the YouTube app open for the show. All the shows on the YouTube channel, Sarcasm City TV, apart from watch-alongs, are available on all the audio platforms. Links for them are underneath in the description as well. He claimed Poster Boy doing going to a rival is that Harry. Wait, what? All right, DHL.
One thing I will say, one
Champions League.
Don't get involved.
I don't know what he's even saying.
Yeah,
I'm confused with that. I'm confused with that. Because that has nothing to do with
one thing I will say.
To say what we're talking about.
One thing I will say quickly, is that I think something that's like become a big problem, and I've noticed this especially like in the Twitter era and stuff, is that we've lost supporting the football club first. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
That is something that we've completely lost. Like, it's almost like we've become like, obviously, yes, I understand. I love players. There's certain players that I love, but if they don't work out and then they have to move on, then they have to move on. It is what it is. Like, we shouldn't be keeping players if they don't want to stay. I don't understand this. Like, and the thing for me is, I'm supporting Chelsea Football Club. I'm not supporting Mason Mount. This is not like the NBA. Yeah, I get in the NBA and in the NFL and other sports where sometimes you follow the player to like the different teams.
Don't even speak on the NBA, you sloop. You have a new team every week.
Lovely jubbly, mate. Lovely jubbly. But as I was saying,
you do have that's a great point. But you do have a great overall point. Ahmed, go on.
Yeah, but that's the point, right? Yeah. The point is though, listen, these players will come and go in 10 years' time. Yeah. Touchwood, probably Mason won't be playing. Like, obviously, most likely he won't be playing. He'll be 34 years old. Maybe he might be playing the Saudi League or something like that. Who knows? Whatever league's rich at that point in time. Maybe he might be playing League Two. Maybe he might be playing for a Liverpool Premier League team, or might be playing for a team that's winning the cup. But he's not going to be here. But in 10 years' time, who's going to most likely be here? Your football club, the team you're going to be supporting, going to the stadium week in, week out. What are we doing here? Do you see what I mean, for us? And this for me,
I agree.
And I think for me, this really, I've always said, when we had that transfer ban, it was like both a positive and the most negative thing and the most positive thing to have happened to our football club, because we obviously we were able to bring in these good young talents, which we were eventually able to use. But at the same time, it then became like standing players at that point. It really became that's when it became just we stand the players, we don't stand the football club. So
Hey, Ahmed, you're preaching, my brother. Hey, make him proud. Continue.
I just want to finish. I know it's not going to necessarily be over, but I hope with this Mount sale, we can somehow at least somewhat close the chapter and try to move on now. Try to move on now. You know what I'm saying? Try to move on and try to now
until we meet you all at Stamford Bridge. You see that Manchester United versus Chelsea at Stamford Bridge? That's gonna be fire.
I feel like at this point, I believe at this point, Johnny Rivers is going to be fighting Chelsea fans in the stands, not even the United fans.
Oh yeah.
If he scores, you think he celebrates?
You know, I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know the answer. I'm just saying that is a top-notch question. And Ahmed made the point, and we brought this up before in regards to like standing players. I've said it before, I say it again. The only thing constant about football clubs is the fans. We'll all be here 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 years from now supporting our football teams. And we have been. All of us on this panel right now have been supporting our football teams longer than any player that's been there. Easily. I'm saying easily. We've all seen, the vast majority have seen great players and legends leave our football clubs. We the constants. Understand what it is. Understand, like I always say, it's a marriage of convenience. Back to what me and Eddie was talking about on the last stream with David De Gea, and people talking about, the way he's been treated is so badly. Was it bad the way he treated us when he tried to bounce? People forget that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people forget that type of thing. So yeah, I'm tired. Like, the stand coach is terrible. Like, be a fan of the club.
Yes,
you have your favorites, of course. All play. I have my favorites, but I criticize my favorites. Yeah, I criticize my favorites. 100%.
But I don't think that Johnny will celebrate. He won't celebrate, but he will definitely have a reaction. Can't help himself.
Hey man, close your stars before we close out. Go on. I know you're gonna have.
And let him speak. Let him speak.
Hold.
Okay. All right. Hello. First of all, big up.
Good night, sir. Good night, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Say.
Yeah. Hope everyone's doing well, except for all you Chelsea.
In the bottom,
yeah.
30-minute Mason Mount fell comp into the chat.
Yeah. Can I talk?
Yeah, let him speak.
Bro, I swear to God. Let me take you guys through what I was, where I was. I just did Eid Namaz, right? And it was the khutbah, the Imam was giving a lecture. 1 second. The Imam was giving a lecture, right? We're learning about the sermon, right? We're learning about all these holy things, everything. And I see this haywan, this haywan, this haram, this harami, as you say it in my language, yeah? If something is haram, if a person is haram, we call him a harami, yeah? This piece of shit mid-fucking player signed for our club for 55 plus 5. Bro, oh my God, bro. All my excitement for Eid, my whole day was ruined.
No, man, no.
Bro, it was horrible. But now this is like, it was only because I had high hopes, right? And what I thought when we signed Ten Hag, the type of football, everything, like my ideals, it's completely 180. I was expecting this possession-based, really good football, controlling, as he likes to say. Like he said it in our first couple of games as well. We want to play, but we also want to entertain. We want to control games, but it's completely different. And we talked about this before. I don't have a problem with the profile. It's the player. He's mid. I wouldn't say he's ass because he does provide something, which is off the ball, but he's just mid. So we're putting 60 million mid, Mason mid. That's what it is. But on another note, I know we're about to close out soon, so I don't want to take too much of your time. On another note, the goalkeeper, the Gaddafi.
You gotta be happy about that, right,
bro? I'm over the moon. The Gaddafi, the terrorist, is leaving my club, and we're getting Andre Onana, one of the best ball-playing goalkeepers in the world, who was arguably the Champions League final man of the match. If we did it if we're being real, he was one of the best players on that pitch. Like he went crazy in that final, and it's the only thing worrying about his signing is that it's just another player that's quote unquote an Eredivisie player that like either Ten Hag has worked for is from the Dutch league. So it's like but like we can just we don't have to. It almost feels like all our signings just have a link from there. Like I don't know.
You're correct. You're correct.
I say to that though, Tazo, as long as it works, I can't.
100%. I'm not like oh my god, it's horrible. It's just a little like suspect. Like it's a bit suspicious.
Yes,
like,
it is. There's a reason why, Tazo, because you see, we have incompetent DOFs. So Ten Hag now reverts to signing who he knows.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I could understand your confusion because a goalkeeper like Onana, he's the type of keeper when you want to play possession ball and ball retention and building from the back. And then on the flip side, if you want retention, Mount ain't the man. So that's why there's the confusion. And as Said was saying, probably he is trying to build a hybrid between positional play and Giga press. And until he completes his team, we can't comment.
That's fair, but I have no issue with him signing players from Eredivisie because when Wenger came over and was signing players from France, no one said shit.
From France,
why
100%.
Why is that a problem for us? It's not. It's if it works already. Like I have no issue.
I don't have an issue.
I'd rather him go with what he knows rather than not what he knows because we know the
fair.
situation he's in. I don't think he's ignoring recommendations. I don't think he's getting it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's getting
any
recommendations. I don't.
So until we can have a proper DOF, this is going to happen.
Put it this way, I'd rather him sign the central midfielder from Eredivisie than sign Mount.
Yeah.
Go get someone from their Division 2.
Yeah.
That man's never heard of. I would have preferred that for half the money. Cool. And I would have said, you know what? You going of some sort. That's calm. I'm saying whoever Zidane
flawless return.
Before you go, before Zidane Iqbal, whoever Zidane Iqbal replaced, go get you Wretch's midfielder, whoever that is. You know what I'm saying? Go sign one of them. I'll be like, all right, cool, whatever.
Utrecht, man, get it right, man. Get it right, Utrecht.
Yeah. Shut up, mate.
That's my ends, you know what I'm saying, man.
Flawless, you return with a level of fire and vengeance. You was in Croydon or something. Where this fire coming from?
Ain't no fire.
Real gang business tonight. I'm watching it tonight, you know. Real gang business.
It's just when I hear bullshit, innit? I'm gonna call it out.
Gang business.
It's like the United 7-0 team when we got packed by Liverpool. Is that all over again? I'm not
can I address something?
Yeah, of course.
Quick.
Sure.
Mr. Adrian Barker. Just because a keeper is good at passing doesn't mean he's a good keeper clueless. So I'm guessing you're a De Gea stan, and your vagina hurts because of that. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry he's gone. I'm sorry he was
good boy.
Sorry.
Yeah, you went to mosque today. You went to the masjid.
Something like that. Hold on.
Mutaza, remember what the Imam was saying? Think on holy things, my brother.
Yeah.
Boy.
Normally I go at Mutaza for that, but it's right. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. You're talking about just because a keeper is good at passing doesn't mean he's a good keeper. De Gea is good at shot stopping. Outside of that, he is horrible. Like actually horrible. And even that is falling off a cliff. All right. So I know you're hurt, and I know, I'm not gonna say what I want to say, because but
yeah, dude, you're not on Twitch.
Like this guy is he's really good at sweeping. He's a good shot stopper. I wouldn't say he's a great shot stopper.
That's what Mo was saying. Still, Mo was like he's a very good goalkeeper. Mo was talking about.
Yeah. So like all around,
you know what they were saying on ESPN, Mataza? What
he was like a 7 out of 10 at least at everything. His sweeping is an 8. His distribution, I would say, is like a 9.5. So that adds up to be a really good goalkeeper. So
yeah, he is. But what I want you to remember, Mutasan, remember us saying this, sir. He's much better than the guy. But the youth, he does have a bozo gene. He does have a mistake in him. But other than that, he would add to the philosophy. And I was seeing some ESPN writers saying that even if United signs Onana tomorrow, they should not announce it because the guy is getting married tomorrow or technically today. And they should not announce a signing on the guy's wedding day. You see this level of sentimentality bullshit?
You know what?
What is our business?
while he's saying his stuff to get married and like they're doing I will, I do and all that shit. Yes and no.
Exchanging vows.
Then exchanging. I want them to announce it at that exact moment, bro.
Nah, need to announce it on his honeymoon.
He has cost us so many trophies, bro. So many. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of this guy.
Well, you know what? Technically now he's not. He's currently obviously we can re-sign him, but he's currently out of contract. But before we close out, Timo, anything you want to add, fam?
Hey, and also
I've heard you lot complaining about Mount, but hey, I'm
There's been no complaints.
Hold
that. No complaints.
Timo, I just literally woke up. I saw a bit of free.
I'm glad that Timo's here.
Let Timo speak, man.
I wanted to address something with Timo.
Hey,
I say we need carry, bro. We got Gabe St. Vincent, man.
But go on, say what you're saying. Say again.
We got Gabe St. Vincent, man. Who needs carry, bro? Who needs carry?
No, and Kyrie's trying to deal with the mask.
Laker Nation.
Yeah, 3 years. He signed a deal with the mask, but no, this guy is pretending like he never wanted Kyrie Irving, and no, he's content with Gabe Winston. Eddie, just how your people talk to.
Hey, Cam Reddish, bro. Hey, Cam Reddish as well. Don't forget that, man.
You think I'm gonna go against the gang? Fuck wrong with you, Jez?
No,
put Cam Reddish up there too.
Put Cam Reddish up there too. Eddie, I thought
Prince.
I thought this was the mighty corporate and gold. You come and be
Eddie, man, keep it real.
Out the trails.
Listen.
Up the top spur.
This is not that NBA anymore, people. The new CBA has pretty much said, unless you want to do what the Suns are doing and pay damn near $200 million in taxes, you ain't getting that kind of team.
Hey,
look at the, and I mean this with all the respect, all the disrespect, because they're the Suns. Look at the bums the Suns have had to sign to fill out their roster. Absolute bums. Don't talk to me about my squad right now, because I'm liking where we sit. We got Dev. We got Dev. We got
when your team gets cooked, I'll be there no matter what, man.
That bench is
Eddie, if there's one thing I appreciate, Eddie, a loyal supporter of the Lakers, and I appreciate that. You're not an NBA prostitute like Ahmed. Switching teams or whatnot.
Hold that, Ahmed. Hold that.
NBA prostitutes.
Listen, we don't need to prosecute nothing. We're not prosecuting nothing, man. Sorry for horror. We're not prosecuting nothing. My team won. You know what I mean? The Lombardi trophy.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me close out and show you joke, man. Let me close out. But big up to everyone.
Lombardi trophy. Are you high? That's a Super Bowl.
Yo, let me land as well. Big up to all of you lot in the chat. Large up everybody. We have got over 100 likes. Big up, hit the subscribe button. To Lockdog, who says your last stream you genuine. No, I was answering a question. That's what it was. I ain't complaining about Mason Mount. People asked my opinion on it. I gave my opinion. Just not complaining.
Correct.
Just because people don't like what I've got to say on it, so be it. Because it's critical. Because he's not a good player whatsoever. That's why Chelsea didn't want. That's why Chelsea were happy to let him go. They didn't throw everything at him. They didn't offer him no 300, 350K, 400K a week. They didn't say, right, we'll double your wages. He don't stop for that.
Flawless. You have nothing to prove, G. Look at the happiness in these fans, and look at how we've had to Bikram Yoga stretch this, bro. Pause. That's how
I'll say this. If Ten Hag can get Mount to be playing at a level where we win he starts consistently and we win a Premier League or a Champions League, I swear to God, this guy's the third best coach after Pep and Sir Alex of all time. I don't
Statue business. Statue business. Correct.
If he can get Mason Mount to do that, I swear to God, bro, he might be the third best.
And that is what we expect. We expect that.
That's what
he must.
Hey, if this shit goes wrong, Baldy gotta go.
Well,
I swear to God.
What a pendulum swing.
I sell it in February. Wake up.
Bro, we're united, bro. This is our standards, bro.
No offense to Baldy.
This next 2 years, he has to win a Premier Champs. Otherwise,
no, because that's so dependent. The reason why
because I expect us to get taken over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That.
He must
with the takeover, and then that's when it's then playing.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So with the takeover, He gets the player he wants. If he don't win that shit, hey, bro, he gotta go.
Like I say, we're talking.
I know the stream is ending, so could you please just put something on the screen, please? It's just a picture. I'll send it to you in the DM because guys are talking about who needs Kyrie. Can you do it?
Share now. You can share screen, or someone can share screen.
Okay, let me share screen real quick.
Yeah, share
So
screen.
Matazzi, basically saying too because
watch how you move, Jez. You support the Oklahoma City Thunder. Watch how you move.
I had enough of you.
One sec.
What's this enough of me? Hey, former Battalion said Chico's.
What is it? What's that picture of? What am I
Hipster balls, man. It's about Timo. This guy talking about who needs Kyrie. One sec.
Yeah, that's Timo for you, man. We know Timo's foolishness, right? We don't close that anyway. Love to everyone.
You realize we do need 2 more vet agents.
Right. Yo, I'm trying to close out the show, fam. Right. So bless up. Love to everyone. Yo, let me close out the show, man. But yes, large up to everyone who has locked in. Big up, big up. Flawless, you expect Arteta to win the league, but Heisenberg needs a takeover. Okay, man. No. I never expected Arteta to win the league. I said,
hey, man, go to sleep, man. You sound tired, man. You sound tired on the
again.
keyboard.
People again taking stuff out of context. From the position Arteta was in, he should have won the league. You should not be that much clear and have that record and then flop. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Arsenal fans are going to be sorry about that because their manager failed. But anyways, love to everyone who's locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.